We are currently, the place we're at is Ebbing Air National Guard Base that lives in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
In the middle of the United States, in the Midwest, which has been chosen because it is, there's a lot of amazing airspace nearby where we can train. I was just up there about 2 hours ago, flying over the Midwest and the beautiful countryside and plenty of good ranges that we can use.
My name is Colonel Nick Eide. I go by Matrix. I am the 85th Fighter Group Commander here at Ebbing Air National Guard Base and in charge of the Foreign Military Sales Pilot Training.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Hassel, and I'm the Squadron Commander of the 57th Fighter Squadron. So I am responsible for training the frontline Polish F-35 pilots here in America.
I can tell you guys about the F-35 jet. I flew F-16s much like your country has, and the transition from F-16 to F-35 was one of the best that I've had. Going from 4th generation fighter to 5th generation fighter, it's much like the upgrade in a cell phone. If you guys remember back in the day, a flip phone, razor phone, where you had to open it up and whatever, and type 3 times to get C or whatever, that's an F-16. An F-35 is an iPhone 13, 14, 15.
The F-35 is the most advanced fighter jet in the world, is the bottom line. It is known for being low observable, for having sensor fusion, and for being a great all-around multi-role fighter jet. So it can accomplish any mission out there and do it better than pretty much any other airplane in the world.
The F-16 looks great and amazing as a sports car. The F-35 is what I would call the workhorse. It's what I want to go to war in. I would take it any day over the F-16. As being an F-16 pilot from before, based on the capabilities it has to go further into enemy territory and do much more mission type entities with the jet.
Fifth generation pilots need to be able to assimilate information quickly and to make decisions based off the tactics that we teach them, and then be able to execute those tactics both in their single ship formations as well as controlling not just the standard 4-ship formation, but potentially much larger forces spread over a much larger area than a 4th generation flight lead is used to.
I think the future challenges for F-35 pilots are integrating on a regular basis and transitioning from, a 4th generation fighter mentality to a 5th generation fighter mentality. And what I mean by that is training on a daily basis. We should be utilizing the goodness from both of our countries. So, you know, there's not only Poland and the United States here, but also Finland down the line, Germany, etc. will be training here as well. We need to learn and bring all of that goodness together. Each country brings a greatness, not only in tactics, but culture, etc. That is the F-35 enterprise. That is the goodness of the F-35, is everyone together utilizing their jets in one mass realm where all of us understand tactics together, we understand maintenance procedures together, we're able to put up hundreds of jets at a time on the Eastern European front if needed, and that is what I foresee being the greatness of the training that goes on here, is not only flying great and amazing new jets, thank you for the jets, Poland, but it's the relationships that are built amongst the European countries that you guys deal with on a regular basis, and understanding from a United States perspective that we're giving you US tactics and that we're able to show up in country and not have it be seamless for that matter. We're able to just show up in the air and everyone knows each other's tactics. I think the traits that an F-35 pilot, I think it's not only an F-35 pilot, I think it's also an F-35 maintainer should have. One is a fifth generation mentality. And what do I mean by that? A willingness to go further than you've gone before. So out of your comfort zone, this jet allows you to go there. It allows you to go to places where you normally didn't get to go in an F-16 or any other fourth generation fighter. And for a maintainer, what that means is keeping this jet to a pristine level. I want the stealth capability to be at the highest level at all points so that that fifth generation pilot, Polish pilot, can go further down into, you know, a hostile country or hostile land as we're using it to fight. The other trait that I think I want everyone to have is just a humbleness. And I think that's what I want you to see from the US culture here, is we're willing to call out our mistakes on a regular basis, both on the ops and the maintenance side, learn from them and not make the same mistake twice. If we get to that, we continuously learn and we're better as nations as we move forward.
And that is a big step up. So that's going to be the biggest challenge, is taking some very tactically proficient Polish F-16 pilots, competent in fourth generation tactics, and teaching them how to operate a fifth generation airplane, which is a very different way to do things because we take advantage of the low observable technologies as well as the ability to see the entire battlefield at once with our sensor fusion. That's it. I would say one of the biggest challenges is processing all of that data and then being able to get it back out and make the best decisions for the entire battle space.
I have flown with Polish pilots before in the F-16 on some exchange realms where the Polish pilot was an exchange flyer in the United States. I have never been to Poland. I look forward to my first visit out there, probably for the first aircraft arrival ceremony that we'll end up having down the line. I have met the two Polish pilots. They're great airmen in general. Their aircraft knowledge of how to fly in airspace is great. I just need to try and train them to learn the F-35 to be the initial instructors for your country.
They are good, and all you have to do is look back from, as I've been reading the histories of World War II and the Polish pilots and the contributions they made and how dedicated they were, and I see that same dedication in the pilots that are on their way here and that are training right now.
Yeah, I think the Polish pilot skills are at a high level, to tell you the truth. It's definitely someone your pilots are definitely ones that I want to meet up with in the air if we end up having a bad actor, you know, in the European theater. I would very well pair United States pilots with Polish pilots in any item out of that. And this training at Ebbing Air National Guard Base allows us to just to be even smoother down the road. Yeah, I would rate them high. I think they did great. They did better than I did on my initial flight, I can tell you that. You know, I have a lot of bad habits as an old guy, and even though some of these guys are a little bit older, they're able to take what we trained and taught them at Eglin in the sim, and the multiple sims that they did, and bring that to the flight that they had today. Both of them exceeded expectations. Both of them are going to do well in this program, and I see nothing but goodness as having these two as your first instructors in the Polish Air Force.
I'm going to give them both 5 stars. Yes. They did very good. They worked very, very hard. They worked nights, they worked weekends, and we quizzed them on it too to make sure. But really, when it came down to it, when I watched him execute that first takeoff, I had 0 doubts that the mission was going to be successful and they would perform well.
Yeah, I would say take a step out there and put yourself out there with some risk. Like, if you are even thinking of transitioning from 4th generation to 5th generation and it sounds frightening or scary to learn a new jet, I would say do it. Like, there's no better time to do it, and it is the wave of the future. Your country is transitioning, you know, aircraft in general to be a fighting force in 5th generation fighters. Jump on it now and come out here and learn how to train at Ebbing Air National Guard Base, and or back in your homeland when these instructor pilots that are training here at Ebbing come back and begin to teach you back at home. I think how the Polish pilots handled stepping today with, you know, combat camera here and with some stressors of their country on their back. Yeah, I want to say, my Polish friends, you know, obviously I just met Adam Roszakowski and his beautiful family here to the United States, so welcome them. The only person I know back over there, though, is General Novak, and I want to tell, like, directly to General Novak, we did it. We've got your jets here. We're training your pilots, and I intend to make them the best fighter pilots that there are. You'll see the U.S. culture that they start to understand, and we look to gain the Polish culture that you guys bring here to Ebbing down the future, and I'll end with that.
All right. Thank you for your time.
No problem.